Hey Bremerton, Josh Farley with the Kitsap Sun here. I'm out at the Bremerton Fire Station on Park Avenue, and as usual, I've got 5 stories you just got to know about happening in Bremerton this week. Welcome back to this edition of the Bremerton Beat Blast, sponsored by the Admiral Theater. Story number 1 today is a very sad story out of Minette about Lemuel Craig Houston. He was less than 1 year old when he accidentally climbed into the family's bucket that they used for their Christmas tree. And sadly, despite the best efforts of first responders, doctors at Mary Bridge Children's Hospital, and his family, Lemuel died on Friday at Mary Bridge Children's Hospital. Craig Houston, his father, is a pastor at Westside Baptist Church. He said that while his family is going through tragedy, he's also encouraged by the tremendous outpouring of support from the community and that he got to spend 1 year with this bright-eyed, bubbly boy. Story number 2 today, unfortunately, is more sad news. The Bremerton Fire Department, where of course I am on Park Avenue, has been reeling after the loss of one of their own. James Hendricks was a 47-year-old, 20-year veteran of the Bremerton Fire Department. Sadly, he passed away this month from non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. A memorial service is planned for the community on January 29th at 1 p.m. at the Kitsap Sun Pavilion. I spoke with Chief Al Duke about what Hendricks meant to this department.
Jimmy's going to be missed. He's been here for 20 years. He started in Paulsbo, worked Paulsbo for 2 years, and then transferred over here. And Jimmy was kind of a humble guy, went and did his job well, and then got involved with bagging pipes. And Jimmy's been doing it for quite a while and traveled all over the country. He loved doing it.
Story number 3 on the Bremerton Beat Blast this week is also about the Bremerton Fire Department, this time about Duke himself. Al Duke has been the fire chief of the Bremerton Fire Department for the past 20 years. He came here in 1984, where he was formerly a firefighter for the LA City Fire Department in Los Angeles. I spoke with Duke about his accomplishments and how much the fire service has changed over his 20 years.
When I first came on, the masks were put in boxes, you know, the breathing air that we have, and it was put in boxes, and you only used them on structure fires. You never used them on anything else. Well, over the years, we've now used them on, even if we think there's smoke, so we use them on car fires, we use them on dumpster fires, because we don't know what's in those. The way we take care of medical calls, I mean, when I first started, we didn't wear gloves. Now we have gloves, we have gowns, we have all kinds of protections for us, masks. Well, the fire service is a big family, and people don't realize it, that we spend probably a third of our time together. Because you come to work for 24 hours, you're with everybody, then you go home for 2 days and you come back.
Story number 4 on the Bremerton Beat Blast this week is about a topic that is going to be very much in the news for some time to come: immigration. President Donald Trump has vowed to do a clampdown on immigration in the United States, and locally here, that means that there are some families who do not have their legal status who are quite scared about what the future holds. That's where the Kitsap Immigrant Assistance Center comes in. They work to advocate in immigration court and in the community for those folks who are here in the country illegally and those folks who want to attain their citizenship or just legal status in the United States. I spoke with Lirio Webb about why they conduct this mission from Forks all the way to Olympia.
We are an organization that welcomes any people from any country, and we are happy to help them. Well, people is scared that I'm receiving a lot of phone calls just saying what is going to be waiting for us. Our kids are going to be safe, our parents are going to be safe, our organizations around Bremerton are working together to try to help these people and make them feel comfortable.
And finally, story number 5 on the Bremerton Beat Blast this week. Bremerton, as we know, is growing. But how do we measure that growth? One way that I do it as a reporter is I check over the Washington State Ferry's numbers for how many people are traveling to and from Seattle on the Bremerton State Ferry. And I can tell you that those numbers are up. Between 2013 and 2016, the number of passengers on the Bremerton Ferry run grew by almost 20%. Of foot passengers, people who left their cars behind and chose to just walk on the vessel, they are growing by 25%. But get this, the overall system is only seeing about 7% growth, and the Bremerton ferry run accounts for a good bulk of that total increase. 2017 will be an interesting year. We still appear to be very much in a growth cycle here in Bremerton, but we are also adding a fast ferry that was approved by voters narrowly in November. I'm curious to see what that will do to the statistics. Will they continue to grow just because Bremerton is growing that quickly, or will the fast ferry actually take some away from the state ferry run? We'll know in a few months when the fast ferry starts up in July. That's going to do it for this edition of the Bremerton Beat Blast. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I want to leave you with some footage from the Hot Sardines who played the Admiral Theater this last Friday. Have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you again next Tuesday.